Welcome back, night owls and fearless listeners. You've tuned in to Nightmare Served Raw, where the stories we share cling to you long after the episode ends. Tonight, we're diving into one of the most disturbing tales of all. A story that preys on your sense of safety, leaving you questioning what's hiding just out of sight. This one's called Licking. I'll be reading it here for the first time, and together, we'll uncover just how quickly comfort can turn to terror. So, lock your doors, tuck your feet under the covers, and make sure, absolutely sure, you know who or what is by your side tonight. Let's begin. My great-grandmother lived alone up in the mountains in her cabin. Her husband was dead, so she was there all alone. She had only one companion, and that was her loving dog. They both adored each other, and the dog was a great comfort to her. Every night when she went to bed, the dog would lick her hand and let her know that he was there to protect her. One night, she'd gone to bed, and the dog had licked her hand, like he had done routinely every night since her husband had died. But this night was different. She'd woken up in the middle of the night because she heard her dog whimpering. She wanted to comfort him and let her know she was there for him. So she stuck her hand out of the bed, and she felt the dog gently lick her hand like always. She figured he was just cold, so she went back to sleep. The dog's whimpering had woken her up for a second time in the night, so she stuck out her hand. The dog licked it, and she went back to sleep. This happened a third time, and she stuck her hand out, and the dog stopped whimpering and came and licked her hand. She stayed awake a few moments afterward, and she went back to sleep again. In the morning, she woke up and stuck her hand out by the bed, but nothing licked her hand. She thought that the dog had already awakened and was just in the front room. She rolled over and got out of her bed and heard a drip, 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 drip. She thought the sound was coming from the kitchen, so she walked over and turned the handles on the sink faucet, but it wasn't the source of the noise. After frustratingly checking the sink and its pipes, she gave up and continued into her bathroom to take a shower. As she got closer to the bathroom door, it was evident that the sound was coming from within. She opened the door, looked above the bathtub, and gasped in utter horror. There, hanging from the light by his collar, was her loving companion. His blood was dripping into the bathtub. She screamed and began to cry. Wiping her eyes and sobbing, she turned and looked into the mirror. In the mirror, she saw the dog's reflection, and written on the mirror in her dog's blood, with drips and streaks hanging down from each letter, were the words, "Humans can lick too." That was Licking, a creepypasta written in 2010 by an anonymous user. Thank you for watching, and good night.